All right, what is up, ITL? We're at the 1 week anniversary of the collector's room, and stuff is not popping off yet, but we can get there. So, after today's kind of Twitter war, actually, it was last night, I think, about tape on on their top loaders, I figured it was a good idea to kind of settle everyone down and kind of give everyone a better expectation and better idea of how to ship things and how to properly trade. Okay, kind of set the ground rules for what we're going to do in this room. Okay, now there are two different types of shipping methods that you can use to ship cards to each other. All right, the very first is going to be the very simple, old school plain white envelope. Okay. Now you're going to see this acronym on Twitter and you're going to see it on eBay. If anyone writes PWE for their shipping, that means plain white envelope. Okay. Now, most of the time, this is going to be for cards that are just PC stuff, so personal collection stuff. That's another acronym you'll see, PC. Things that just don't mean anything to the person shipping them, but the person getting them, they mean a little bit more. So let me give you a little quick example of that. I've got this nice Aaron Nola refractor card. Okay, Aaron Nola is a cool pitcher, but in terms of my overall collection, this is not going to be a card that I care a ton about. It's nice, but it probably means a little bit more to Worky than it does to me. So we could go into the trade room. We could reach an agreement. He wants this card. He sends me something, and we agree to a trade. And when both of us are like, hey, the cards we're getting are not that expensive, so we don't want to pay the $3.50 for shipping, but we each want the card. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick in a plain white envelope. We're going to write the other person's address. We're going to stick a stamp on it, and that will be that. But there is a way to do it properly, okay? When you do a plain white envelope trade, you are still going to secure this card properly, okay? And the way we're going to do that is by grabbing one of these, which is a top or a sleeve. So this is just commonly known as a penny sleeve. So I'm going to take this Aaron Nola. I'm going to stick it in a penny sleeve, and I'm still going to put it in a top loader, okay? Now, I don't care if it's a new top loader, if it's an old top loader, if it has stuff on it. I don't care if it has writing. I don't care. This top loader is for protection, okay? Most of the time, like 99% of my top loaders are going to be brand new, even though this one has like stuff on it. It's still a new top loader, okay? So I'm going to stick the Aaron Nola in the top loader, okay? Get it all the way down, okay? Put it in, tap it down, get it all the way to the bottom, okay? My Aaron Nola is now in a top loader, okay? If I'm sticking it in a plain white envelope, I have to put tape on this, okay? The reason is just because it is in this top loader doesn't mean it's going to be secure in this huge envelope, okay? This can slide up, down, in, out. It can go all over the place. We want to secure it in this top loader so it can ship properly to Ryan Werkheiser, okay? I'm going to take, if you have Scotch tape, that's fine. Preferred is painter's tape. Just take a little piece. People like to make the little tab that they can pull, so you fold over the end. Get it all the way down. Secure it properly. Pinch the top. Get it nice and tight. And now Aaron Nola is ready to ship to Worky, okay? Common thing that other people do sometimes, so that you don't know what is in the package, they will take literally a piece of plain white paper. You don't have to do this. It can be recycled paper. It can be an ad. It can be whatever. They will fold it up. Okay. Fold up the piece of paper. Stick it in my envelope. And this one doesn't want to work properly. But it is in the envelope and it is ready to go to Worky. Okay? Boom. Seal it up. Put a stamp on it. His address, return address. Good to go. If you do trades like this, take a picture, send to the person, let them know when it shipped, and They'll receive it when they receive it. Okay? Do not do this with expensive cards. Do not do this with cards you care about, because sometimes they do get lost. I've only had 2 cards ever get lost with a plain white envelope. 99% of them got to me. So it's a very secure way. You can ask Justin Lee about the post office. This is a good way to do it. For the most part, only 1 card can get shipped in a plain white envelope. I've heard people ship 2 in top loaders, things like that. I wouldn't try it, but if you want to and you guys agree to the trade, I don't really care what you do, but that's the expectation for a plain white envelope for cheap trades. Now, trade number 2, a card that's a little more expensive, or like the card that I have, this Yordan Alvarez Inception card. This is a 100-point card, okay? I can't stick this in an envelope, okay? So it has to go what we refer to as the acronym BW or BMWT, bubble mailer with tracking, okay? Now, if you go through PayPal and ship through the post office, you can ship bubble mailer with tracking for anywhere from like $2.75 to $4, depending on where you're shipping it and depending on the weight. If you ship it properly, it's only going to be 2 to 4 ounces, just kind of depending on where you're or what packaging you use. But 2 to 4 ounces will cost you $2.75 to $4. Nice way to ship it. I'll give you an example of what I do. Okay, so now this card's a 100-point card. So I have to grab my thick card sleeves, which I'll show you guys in the next video a little bit more about different types of cards. So I'm going to grab it, stick it in my thick sleeves. I'm going to grab a thick top loader, which I thought I had ready to go, but let me find it. And let me pause for 1 second and let me find that top loader. All right, we are back. It was literally sitting right on top, but it's clear, so I couldn't see it. So here's the top loader. I'm going to stick my Yordan Alvarez in the top loader. Push it down. Tap it to the bottom. Now, you have 2 different options. Okay, this was what was debated on Twitter that I sent to everybody in the collector's room. You can tape this card down, or because we're going into a bubble mailer with tracking, we have a little more room and a little easier time shipping it. So we can put it in a team bag, okay? So this is the Ultra Pro team bags. They're resealable. I love them. Most of you guys that have been in a break with me have either gotten shipped in a team bag or one of my recycled bags that I seal myself at work. So team bags are great. If you're using 1 card, 5 cards, whatever, they fit in these team bags. Stick it in. Rip the top off. Seal it as tight as you possibly can. Sealing it as tight as you possibly can acts the same as the tape. Okay, so that's the debate, whether you tape it or team bag it. If you team bag it as tight as you possibly can, to me, it acts the same as tape, so I don't care that people send them without tape. It's up to you guys. If you guys tell me you want tape on it, I'll tape it. I don't really care. But if I ship it tight in a team bag, we're good to go. Sometimes, or not sometimes, but most of the time, I like to put a little bit more cardboard around it and then tape it again. And then I have this, which is the bubble mailer. So if you guys need these bubble mailers, let me know. I have 500 of them that I got at 10 cents a piece. You can get them for even cheaper if you buy more bulk, but it's as simple as sticking it in there and boom, good to go. This is less than 2 ounces right here. The more cardboard you put in, the more it weighs. That last shipment I sent out to most of you was like, some of them were 8 ounces, some of them were 4. It kind of just depends. But for the most part, you're going to stay under $5 for the shipping, and it's going to get there secure. If my packages haven't got there secure, let me know. But for the most part, I'm speaking off of experience on cards that I have received, and I've never had any problem with a single card received this way. So, like I said, 2 options for trading: bubble mailer or plain white envelope, bubble mailer with tracking. Both times you want to send a picture of it, let the person know it's off to them, they should be receiving it, And if you have any more questions, please reach out to me. I'm going to do another video right after this on just general collecting information that people have asked me. But this is the stuff that everybody needs to know for trading and for shipping. So have a good night, guys. See you.